Welcome everyone to our latest installment of the Make It Take It Crafts, evolved into the Take It Make It Crafts. We will be having a series of these all month in December, and today's craft is going to be to create this decorative broom out of actual pine needles fashioned by your own little hands. So in each kit you should find some loose pine needles, in a bag of course, your choice for broom handle, a stick or a stem. You'll get one of these kinds of ribbon, some wire, some jute, and some waxed cord. This is a very simple process. You will need a hot glue gun and some scissors, and that's pretty much all you need and your fine motor skills. To begin, you will be taking your pine needles. Now, if you did want to add an essential oil, which I did to mine afterwards to make it smell nice, I did it at the end. If you want to do it beforehand, you can, but then you need to let the oil permeate the needles, and I put it on some wax paper and just let it soak in if you wanted to do it that way. But this is the kind I used. Makes it smell dandy. So to start, you're going to take and create little bundles like these, which will be then fastened around your broom stick handle. So you need to make at least 5, potentially 6 little bundles of needles. So my needles, these are bundles of about 20, and you can see they're pretty small, but I just took them, I just start counting them. These are sort of quality control sorted pine needles, so if you find a little bit of extra detritus in there, just discard that. And so I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just chose 20 as a random number. If you wanted to make them bigger or smaller, you sure could. Now notice I'm taking the little tips of the pine needles. This is where they're stuck to the tree, and they're already kind of joined together. If you find one that's in there that's kind of bent, you don't have to use it, just toss it aside. Although I do find if you soak it in a little water, they're easy to straighten out. So here's your little bundle. I like to tap it down on a table or a flat surface so that all the heads are kind of aligned. And then you will cut a length of your waxed cord. Now this is wax on it, so if you run it between your fingers, you will soften the wax from the warmth of your fingers and makes it more pliable. So you should get a nice little length of it in your kit, and you don't need that much for each bundle. I don't know, a couple inches. This is maybe 4 or 5 inches. Cut it. Realign these. Then you're just going to tie your bundle at whatever point you decide on the way down. This is probably a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. I don't measure. So you can see it's like this. I'm going to go around and turn it around on the other side so it's double wrapped. And then I'm going to knot it. If you want, you can leave it as a single knot, because you are going to hot glue it all together. If you want to err on the side of caution to keep it together, just make a double knot. Like so. Then what you will do is you will trim the ends. Let me not cut it off. Wear your glasses so you don't cut them off. And then you have one bundle. Like I said, this one was comprised of 6, because the stick is a lot fatter. The stem probably will require a lot less. So once you have all your bundles created, you can do total old school if you want and not use glue at all, thus the wire. And once they're all on, you would wrap the wire around to secure it. I like to make sure it's a little extra secure. So choose what end you want for your broom handle. You can cut these if you want. I think I'm going to actually use this end, trim that off a little, and then you can hot glue each little bundle on. Don't burn yourself. Gives a couple seconds for it to set up. But notice that it's near the bottom and I've left myself a good amount to look like a broom handle. This stem is a lot thinner than the stick. The stick has a bigger diameter, so it will require more bundles. And now you also want to line up where you put the waxed cord so that they're all at the same level, approximately. Now this one only took 4. Look at that. So I'm just holding it in place till the glue sets. We'll just put that in the back. Now, you want to create a little hanger for yourself, which is why we have the jute. So to make a little hanger in the back, like this, just cut a length, maybe 5 or 6 inches, and you're going to make the whole thing into a little knotted piece, like so. And then, whatever you deem the back of your broom, you can hot glue that knot right into place, like so. You will have to determine how long you want it to be, because sometimes they'll tip forward if it's too short or too long. So you kind of have to work with however long your stem is. Now, you have a few options. I chose to just wrap mine with some more of the jute. You can trim this little tail if you want, but it's in the back. No one will really see it. Put a little hot glue on and wrap your jute all the way around. I don't like to overdo it with the hot glue because it can be messy and leave strings and unsightly hot glue behind. So you just wrap it around a few times, secure it with a little more of the glue, and then you're done. If you have extra of the black waxed cord left, maybe you want to wrap it like that. The last part is to add a little decorative bow. So you'll have a little length of ribbon. This one I already made for you. It's just a single bow like you tie your shoe. I'd like to start kind of near the end. Then you have a little more adjustment. Make a loop. Come on through. And then pull it tight. Now you work your way back to make it the size loops that you want. Like so. And then you can trim the edges, a little angle at the edge if you like, for decoration. And then you just hot glue the bow in place. And that is it. Like I said, then you're done. Voila! Thanks for visiting. Bye-bye.